Hey, I'm Michael.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to All Day Unpacked. Hey, so we're back doing a double dose of episodes today. Last one was around burning and all the different moments. I think that leads us into, we have a challenge dropping on Friday, and they had to do some behind the scenes stuff. The marketplace went down. It got postponed a week. And I tell you what, I smell something burning. I think it's going to be a burn challenge. I really do. It feels like they're trying to get it just right so that people don't screw up. But I'm going all in. I'm pushing all my chips in on it's a burn challenge. We haven't gotten a challenge right yet, but I'm going with this one.
100% with you. Yeah, I mean, they keep taking the marketplace down. They're doing adjustments. They're trying to get it right. They're trying to make sure that when they announce it, it's good to go. And so we've pretty much decided it's going to be a burn moment challenge. So how do you think it'll go down? Like, what do you got? Any predictions? I mean, you got to burn 10 moments. I mean, what do you got to do there?
I feel like it's going to be burn, like, because, again, if you look at what they've done in the past, it's like they're always trying to goose the market, right? So it's like wherever it's like a little low, I feel like that's what they're trying to increase. So for me, my guess is that they're going to say you have to burn like 10 or 20 unique moments. So that way you have to buy one each of the bottom. Like you have to buy a Logan Cook and a Laquan Treadwell and who's some of the other $4 guys? I don't know. Brian Burns is down there, I know.
Yeah.
Buda Baker, So I feel like they're going to say, like, you got to burn 20 unique moments. You're going to have to slot them in. They're going to have to be unique. You hit burn, and then you're going to get, some special pack. So,
I'm thinking, I think you might be right with the idea of, like, you might get a credit. Like, instead of getting a pack this time, I think it might be a credit because, again, there's, like, I don't know what the bottleneck would be with the burns. So, like, if you're burning a bunch of moments, like normally you have to collect like a Donald Driver and there's a limited amount. I mean, are you going to only be able to burn certain guys? I mean, maybe they've selected certain guys that you got to burn, but these guys that you'd have to burn, there's so many of them that I can't imagine that they'll go up in value that much. So I'm kind of,
that's why I
just be like to give away a pack. Like, so if they give away a pack, like, like if it's, you got to buy 20 of these guys for $4, then everybody's going to go out and buy them. So there's going to have to be some type of
think about it. That's what they want, right? They want to bring down the, like, if you think about it, everybody complains about the fact that there's $4 moments out there. So if you just make, like, let's just, like, I don't know, if I'm all day, here's what I would do. I would say rewind pack drop number 2. It's a $60 pack. I would just say you have to burn 20 moments, and you get a free pack. And I would limit everybody at, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 packs. And that way you got people burning. I mean, think of all, like, there would be, so what that would do is all those guys who are sitting at, all their moments are sitting at like that $3-4 range. Now they're up in like the $7 or $8 range, because the minute people see that, they're going to go out there and everybody else is going to start jacking up their prices. It's going to keep the floor of getting in on moments, high.
Right. So, I mean, it's going to have to be like 20 moments then. I mean, it's going to have to be something very large like that, and they're going to have to be specific moments.
Well,
I don't think they're going to let you burn anybody.
Yeah. Maybe you have to, like, fill a team in, like a quarterback. Actually, so here we go. Maybe you have to fill like a squad in. So it's like so it's like the bottleneck guys
22.
Would be like a quarterback. It would be like the what's his name, Josh Johnson, and the other Ravens quarterback, Huntley. Was his name Huntley?
Yeah, Huntley.
Yeah, so those are a couple of quarterbacks who are lower like that. Andy Dalton, and then that basically would burn their supply and kind of boost that up. So I almost think maybe it'll be like, maybe it's by position, maybe it's by team. I don't know, but it's there's a lot of possibility here. I'll be interested to see how they do it. But what else you thinking on it?
All right, hang on just a second. I get to tell my kids to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Guys, what are you doing out there?
All right, so we're totally sold in that it's going to be this moment burning exercise, for the challenge on Friday. What are you buying in the marketplace to get ready for it, Ryan?
Let's see. What would I be buying? Maybe some Jaguars to position myself.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of low dollar guys. I'm just going to kind of look and say, who. If I was NFL all day, who would I want to be gone? I mean, there's certain, like, punters, things like that. I have a feeling that I don't know exactly how the challenge goes down. We've talked about positions, but I feel like the punter position, some of these kickers, I feel like they're gonna, like, some of these guys that we see that go for $3, they've got to be going after those dudes.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kind of shoot for the stars on a couple commons where I feel like maybe like a Baker Mayfield, somebody who might be kind of like on his way out of the league or kind of like to a backup role. You never know. Some guys like that. So I'm just going to position myself for what's his name, Andy Dalton, guys that you discussed before. Just get some guys that NFL All Day definitely wants us to cut.
So are you buying like one of each, or are you buying like a bunch of Andy Dalton, or what? Like what are you thinking for strategy here?
I'm thinking if it goes down the way that we're saying, there's no way that they're going to let you do more than 2 packs. I think it's going to be for points. I don't think it's going to be for a pack this time. I think it's going to be for points instead, if it's the way we're talking. Mm-hmm. So I think 2 of each one is going to be plenty. I like the idea of like the position. I feel like it could be like you have to have somebody in like on each team. It could be that. The thing that I feel like we're not accounting for is the bottleneck.
Yep.
And so like that's the part where I'm kind of like I'm not really sure. So I'm not going to load up on anything. I'll probably check out Big Ticket 49 to make sure that if there's any indicators out there that what's going on, if he's buying a bunch of stuff. But outside of that, I think I'm just going to kind of like load up on a few commons, but I'm not going to go nuts because I feel like in my personal predicament that I feel like I have enough of that I should be able to account for all that. So what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, first of all, I like the idea of buying a bunch of Jaguars because if you burn them, there's your team getting more valuable. So, I mean, that's exactly a double win for you. But I also like, checking out Bigfoot or Bigfoot 49, Big Ticket 49. I feel like he's Bigfoot because he's hard to find. We're trying to get him on the show, and he's not easy to find. So for now on, for me, he's Bigfoot 49. So trying to, I'll be sure to look. I'm sure a lot of people will be looking at his account to see what he's buying. But, I don't know. I'm feeling like I might just like take a swing for the fences on this one and load up on the cheap quarterbacks just because if for some reason it is like you have to burn at a position or a team or whatever, the Ravens, those are like the cheapest Ravens you can get, number one, both of those quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And with Dalton. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to look at what the marketplace is at. It's down right now because they're doing maintenance on it. But if it's like a thin floor, I might like kind of, I don't know. I might, just like put $100 into the market and see what I can do if that turns into a profitable exercise and just, turn around and sell them for $10 or whatever they go for in the end. But,
all right, I got a question for you. Packs, points, or some bullshit prize? What do you think it's going to be?
Man, I feel like it's going to be packs because that's what people go crazy for.
I feel like you're right.
So,
but how do they do packs with what we're, that's the thing that I can't wrap my head around.
Like I said,
maybe they limit packs.
Yeah, like I said before, I think maybe the second rewind pack. Maybe instead of making it a purchase pack. Like maybe that's the whole, because here's the thing, it's like when you think about it, they're probably struggling to get more new money into the environment, and so what they could do is just say, okay, rewind pack number 2. The only way to get it is to burn moments. That's the only way to get it. No one can buy it, and so I mean, you think about it, you do that would be it gets a lot of people interested. It reduces your supply and it introduces new money through the marketplace, which is where people seem to be a lot more. Like, they don't complain as much, right? Like, you buy something in the marketplace, you know what you're getting. You can't complain.
Right, right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll be really curious to see what happens. Maybe they do something where you can choose points or a pack. I mean, maybe they'll have like a...
Yeah, maybe like you said, you get points.
Both.
And then those points could just go to a pack, or you could save them for a later pack if you want or something. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
I think we got to put a session on Friday to come back and talk about if we were right or wrong here, because it'll be interesting to see how that all pans out.
Right. And I'm curious to know like what all the maintenance was about, because it seemed like they were doing quite a bit. So there's obviously something. I mean, the burning thing is something new. So one would think that that's where they landed, but you never know. It could be something completely different.
Yeah, it feels like burning.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's trade. maybe things are going to get crazy in here. Maybe we'll get trading.
That would be fantastic. They did like kind of tease in the blog. There was like a tease about some feature that they're trying to add that would make collection better, but that sounded more almost like a way to display your collection better, because right now the way that you look at your collection, if you've got more than like 20 moments, it's nearly impossible to sort them or look through them. It's kind of garbage. So hopefully they're looking to improve that whole experience. But
right.
But yeah, we'll see.
There's no. I mean, I was gonna say, if you're like me and you got like 50 Logan Cooks, it's like you got to flip through all the Logan Cooks to get to something else. And all jokes aside, that's kind of bullshit when you got to do that. So
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that they can improve in the experience. Obviously, I'm sure they're they kind of have to prioritize and work through it. But the idea of trading would be great. I know that there's like a gifting aspect on the NBA side for all the people who have their second accounts that they want to send their cards to their primary account for the challenges and stuff. So there's a lot of features that still need to be added.
All right. Well, until Friday, my friend.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Peace.